When it comes to firearms, choosing the right caliber is just as important as picking the right gun. With hundreds of options out there, it's easy to get caught up in the hype, marketing buzz, or internet debates and end up with a round that just doesn't live up to expectations. Whether it's because of cost, limited availability, poor performance, or just flat-out impracticality, some calibers leave shooters with a serious case of buyer's remorse. In this video, we're breaking down 5 calibers you'll likely regret buying, the ones that might seem cool on paper but failed to deliver where it counts. From frustrating ammo shortages and high recoil to underwhelming ballistics and niche uses, these are the rounds that often collect more dust than range time. So before you spend your hard-earned money on a flashy new caliber, stick around. This list might save you from making a costly mistake. Number 5.40S and W, the law enforcement fad that fizzled. The 40S and W was once hailed as the perfect middle ground between the 9mm and 45, a CP, a cartridge designed for law enforcement after the 1986 Miami FBI shootout exposed the limitations of existing duty rounds. Introduced in 1990, it offered more stopping power than the 9mm with higher capacity than the 45 ACP, quickly becoming the standard issue for police departments across the U.S. For a while, the 40S and W seemed unstoppable. Gun manufacturers rushed to produce pistols chambered for it, and civilians followed the law enforcement trend. It had a snappy recoil, a slightly larger bullet, and a reputation for one-shot stops. But that shine didn't last. Over time, officers began to feel the fatigue of 40's sharp recoil, especially during high-volume training. Firearm wear increased, and accuracy often suffered compared to the softer shooting 9mm. Meanwhile, advancements in 9mm bullet technology closed the performance gap, offering similar stopping power with easier handling and higher capacity. By the mid-2010s, departments began switching back to 9mm in droves, and today the 40S and W is often seen as a caliber that had its moment but couldn't hold its ground. Still capable, but no longer favored, the 40 is a reminder that performance on paper doesn't always translate to long-term success. Number 4.32, 8R Magnum, the underwhelming upgrade. The 32 H&R Magnum was introduced in the 1980s as a supposed step-up from the classic 32S and W long, offering more velocity, energy, and versatility in a compact revolver platform. Developed by Harrington and Richardson in partnership with Federal Ammunition, the goal was to create a small caliber Magnum round that delivered respectable performance without the recoil of a 357 Magnum. On paper, it sounded promising, a perfect blend of controllability, power, and capacity. But in reality, the 32 H&R Magnum never quite lived up to the hype. While it certainly improved on the 32S and W long, it still fell short of what many shooters expected from a Magnum cartridge. Its ballistics hovered in a strange middle ground, more potent than a 22 or 25, but lacking the proven stopping power of larger self-defense rounds. Ammo availability was another issue. Even at its peak, 32 H&R Magnum was never as widely stocked as other calibers, and prices were often higher than more effective alternatives. For self-defense, most people stuck with 9mm or 38 Special. For small game hunting or target shooting, other options were cheaper and easier to find. Number 3.41 Magnum, the forgotten middle child. The 41 Magnum was introduced in the 1960s as an attempt to fill the gap between the 357 Magnum and the 44 Magnum, offering more power than the former while still being manageable for shooters. Developed by Smith & Wesson and Remington, the 41 Magnum was designed for both law enforcement and hunting, offering the potential for impressive stopping power without the punishing recoil of the 44. On paper, the 41 Magnum had everything going for it: superior ballistics, good accuracy, and the ability to take down larger game like deer and black bear. But in reality, it never found the widespread adoption it deserved. The law enforcement community largely stuck with the 357 Magnum for its balance of power and manageable recoil, while hunters often gravitated toward the .44 Magnum for its sheer power and availability of ammunition. The .41 Magnum is often referred to as the forgotten middle child, overshadowed by its larger and smaller counterparts. Its recoil, while not as extreme as the .44, was still enough to turn off many shooters. Ammo availability has always been a struggle, and as a result, it never gained the popularity necessary to make it a mainstream choice. Number 2.25A CP, the weakling in your pocket. The .25A CP automatic Colt pistol has long been considered the runt of the cartridge family. Introduced by John Browning in 1905, this tiny round was designed for ultra-compact pistols meant to offer concealed carry options for civilians and self-defense in close-range scenarios. The appeal of the .25 ACP lies in its size ideal for small, easy-to-carry pistols. However, its lack of stopping power has earned it a reputation as a weakling when compared to more effective defensive rounds. With a typical bullet weight of around 50 grains and velocities ranging from 750 to 900 feet per second, the .25 ACP is far from powerful. Its recoil is mild, and the ammo is easy to find, but the round simply lacks the energy needed to reliably stop a threat. In defensive situations, shot placement is absolutely crucial, but even a well-placed shot can struggle to penetrate deeply enough for serious incapacitation. While the .25 ACP was once widely used in pocket pistols from manufacturers like Beretta and Raven, it's largely been outclassed by more powerful, effective rounds like the .380 ACP and 9mm. Still, it maintains a niche following among those who prioritize ultra-concealability over firepower, though it's clear that in a self-defense situation, you might wish for something with a little more punch. Number 1.32, a CP, the mouse gun that time left behind. The .32 CP automatic Colt pistol was once a popular choice for concealed carry and backup pistols, offering a balance between size and power. Introduced by John Browning in 1899, the .32 CP quickly became the go-to round for compact, mouse-gun small, easy-to-carry pistols that could be hidden in a pocket or purse. It gained popularity due to its mild recoil and relatively small size, making it an attractive option for those looking for a discreet self-defense firearm. However, over time, the .32 CP has been overshadowed by more effective calibers like the .380 CP and 9mm. While the .32 offers low recoil and accuracy at short ranges, its ballistics simply don't compare to the larger rounds. The stopping power is minimal, and in today's self-defense landscape, where stopping a threat quickly is crucial, the .32 CP often falls short. Though it was once a staple in European pocket pistols and American carry guns, the .32 CP is now considered a relic of the past. While some still carry it for nostalgia or comfort, most shooters have moved on to more reliable and powerful calibers. The .32 CP remains a mouse gun that time and more powerful cartridges has left behind.